Good morning and Merry Christmas, everybody. We're heading out to the boat to grab a couple of rods, bring them in. We're going to tie up some Carolina rigs using only Palomar knots. If you're familiar with Palomar knots, you might be wondering how I can get all three knots done, but that's what I'm going to show you. Say good morning, boat. Nice to see you. Merry Christmas to you. Yeah, so stay tuned. We're going to head on in and take some of this stuff in where it's not quite as chilly and tie up in comfort. We start our Carolina rig with our egg sinker and bead on our main line. We're going to put this together using only Palomar knots. Fast knot to tie, very strong knot, just all around very handy to know. We're going to start with our leader. We got our fluorocarbon leader here. We're going to start it by running through the swivel, one eye of the swivel, and as any Palomar knot, bring it back through. It leaves you with a loop on one side and two free ends on the other. Pretty much what we do, just a half hitch on a bite. So what we're doing is we're taking our bite on a bite of line, which is a loop side, and running it back through, makes a half hitch, and then we swoop down underneath the swivel and bring it back up and around, holding the two ends, the loose ends. We take it and snug it back up, cinch it down. This would be the point where you'd wet the knot to minimize any potential damage from burning the line. Holding my fingers up tight to minimize the potential of slippage anywhere, cinch it up, and now we have one good strong knot. As stated earlier, we started with the leader side, so that way we could have a Palomar on both sides of the swivel. If you did the line side or the rod side first, you would not be able to make the Palomar on the flip side because you wouldn't be able to pass over. So now we take the rod side of the line and we do the same thing. We make our loop on one side, coming through, doesn't matter which side. If you take care not to cross it up, it helps make a lot neater knot and less friction points when you cinch it up. Bring the loop through, nice clean loop, feed my swivel and leader through the entire setup, or through that loop I mean. Keeping my fingers up top to keep the knot free and clean, cinch it up. There we go. Leave a little bit of tag in case you get that big fish on there. And she wants to pull it tight and leave a little bit of extra room to cinch that knot around should it need to, but like I said earlier, never have a problem with that. Alright, now for the hook. And again, Palomar knot is a good strong knot. Nothing wrong with using that on the hook. But if you wanted a little bit more natural movement with your bait, especially when you're using jigs, Palomar knot is usually not my favorite here. A loop knot is generally my go-to. But for this rig here, we're using all Palomar knots, so we're going to make our loop again, let our hook settle back down there a little bit, grab a pinch, run it through, come around the back side of the hook. Oop, I almost missed it there. Keeping everything up towards the top. I think I might have come off camera a little bit with that. Grabbing them both to cinch them up. Main line side, tag line side, make sure it's all good and snugged up. And there we go. We have one Carolina rig fully assembled in just a matter of moments, ready to fish. Entire setup when I hold it up. Got my egg sinker and my bead to protect my knot at the swivel. Swivel, a little more than a foot of leader, fluorocarbon leader, to a circle hook. Make sure that we get them good clean hooks in the fish. Alright, that's that. Thanks for hanging with us through video number 1. We've got a lot of fun and informational stuff planned for future videos, and we hope you'll enjoy them too. Until next time.